if I'm not mistaken, I think that some of you guys were cheering for me, so I appreciate it a lot. And I hope you guys enjoy the next match. But thank you for cheering for me for now.
Win or lose tomorrow, I think it's great for me to learn. Obviously, facing a player like Coco is, something people would kill to do.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Super happy to be playing with Alex, and hope you guys can keep.
Alex Eala and her fans delivered once again, this time in spectacular fashion during Coco Gauff's showdown against Elise Mertens. The stadium buzzed with electricity, fueled largely by the overwhelming presence of Eala's passionate supporters. They didn't come to sit quietly, they came to be heard. From the first serve to match point, they erupted at every strike of the ball, rallying behind Gauff as if she were one of their own. The atmosphere was unforgettable, and it undeniably influenced the momentum of the match. When Gauff secured her victory over Mertens, she immediately acknowledged the powerful role Eala's fans played. Standing before the crowd, she sincerely thanked them for their unwavering energy and support throughout the high-stakes battle. But she didn't stop there. Gauff went further, recognizing that the buzz and stardom surrounding Alex Eala are very real. That kind of praise carries weight, especially coming from a champion of Gauff's caliber. When an established star openly calls a rising player a phenomenon, it sends a message across the tennis world. It affirms what Eala's supporters have believed all along. She isn't just an inspiring story from the Philippines. She's a serious contender with a talent and presence to shape the future of the sport. Then came Eala's own moment in the press conference. Speaking candidly, she described the possibility of facing Gauff as the biggest opportunity of her career. She called it a dream come true, the kind of challenge athletes work their entire lives to earn. Her words revealed not fear, but excitement. Not hesitation, but hunger. Eala doesn't shy away from the spotlight. She embraces it. She views the challenge of competing against someone like Gauff not as pressure, but as privilege. And that fearless mentality is what separates promising players from truly great ones. She isn't just grateful to be on the stage. She's ready to compete at the highest level, and she's making sure the world knows it.
Tomorrow, I think it's great for me to learn. Obviously, facing a player like Coco is, something people would kill to do.
The mutual respect between Coco Gauff and Alex Eala is unmistakable, and it seems to deepen each time they share the court or the spotlight. Their connection reflects admiration, competitiveness, and a shared understanding of what it takes to rise in today's game. But as the tennis landscape evolves, not everyone is automatically comfortable with the shift. Aryna Sabalenka has built her reputation on power, intensity, and dominance. For a significant stretch, that formula placed her firmly at the top of the sport. However, women's tennis is dynamic, and new contenders are constantly emerging. Gauff continues to grow stronger and more confident, while rising talents like Eala are stepping onto bigger stages with hunger and belief. The competition is becoming deeper and more layered, with multiple players capable of challenging for titles at any tournament. Rather than framing it as personal tension, it's more accurate to see this moment as part of the natural evolution of elite sport. Established champions face pressure from rising stars. That's the cycle that keeps tennis compelling. Sabalenka remains a formidable force, but she now operates in an environment where the margin for dominance is slimmer and the field more competitive than ever. What we're witnessing isn't rivalry fueled by resentment. It's a new era taking shape. The guard is always shifting in professional tennis, and the intensity of that transition is what makes the sport so captivating.
Hi everybody, it's Alex and Coco here. Thank you so much for all the support that you've been giving us this week, and hopefully in our next match, a lot of you will come out and...
What makes the bond between Coco Gauff and Alex Eala so compelling goes far beyond crowd support or complimentary press conference quotes. What they are building feels intentional, rooted in mentorship, mutual respect, and shared ambition. During their time at the Australian Open, their dynamic became especially clear. Gauff wasn't just present as a fellow competitor, she stepped naturally into the role of mentor. She offered technical advice, shared insights drawn from years of facing the very best in the world, and broke down details that only an elite champion truly understands. From serve mechanics to point construction, she walked Eala through the subtle differences that separate a solid player from a great one, and Eala embraced every moment of it. She wasn't passively listening, she was engaged, asking questions, testing adjustments, refining technique in real time. Observers could see the progress unfold, particularly in her serve. Improvements that often take months were beginning to show within days. That kind of rapid development doesn't just come from good coaching. It comes from pairing elite guidance with an athlete hungry enough to absorb it. Those sessions also highlighted where each player stands in her journey. Even in practice, Gauff operates at an unmistakably elite level, sharp, powerful, and composed. The experience gap between them is still evident, and that's no surprise. Gauff is a proven major champion who has succeeded on every surface against every style of opponent. She remains ahead in polish and tactical maturity, but what makes this story exciting is that Eala is clearly closing the distance. Her recent win over Jasmine Paolini underscores that progress. Victories of that caliber don't happen by accident. They reflect a player performing at the highest level of her career. Right now, Eala is doing exactly that. She's playing with confidence, momentum, and belief. If they continue training together, sharing ideas, pushing one another, feeding off each other's energy, their partnership could evolve into one of the most fascinating dynamics on the WTA Tour. Part mentorship, part rivalry, part collaborative growth. Their effectiveness lies in contrast. Gauff brings the explosive American power game, major title experience, mental resilience forged under the brightest lights, and the tactical intelligence that comes from years at the top. Eala brings freshness, hunger, and an infectious eagerness to learn, an energy that accelerates growth and elevates every practice session. When those elements combine, development becomes inevitable, beyond rankings, trophies, or speculation about how this impacts competitors like Aryna Sabalenka. What truly stands out is the authenticity between them. Watch them train, and you see genuine enjoyment, laughter between drills, celebratory nods after strong points, open communication without ego. It doesn't feel staged. It feels natural. Tennis can be isolating. It's an individual sport with no teammates to share the burden. Yet moments like this show that mentorship, friendship, and community still have a place at the highest levels of competition. Whether their relationship remains